My liege, I have spoken with your agents in Baghdad. If you wish to call this off, you must do it now. There will not be another chance. Soon, they will begin, and once this gets started, there will always be a possibility that you are discovered. I expect you to protect me from that. That is why you are my spy master. Yes, of course this must be done. We must begin to show them that the rabbit that they hunted is no meek beast, but instead a lion. We need to bite the hunter. Our time has come. The Umayyads will be avenged. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with Youkhanna ibn Abd al-Rahman of Al-Andalus. We are 50 years old. Our health is fine. It may not stay that way for much longer. Who knows what's going to happen? We have recently, of course, continued on the lengthy quest to gain Egypt from the Abbasid Empire. Hopefully will lead us to eventually taking enough of their territory that we can usurp their empire title. We are not free of the Iberian struggle yet, but we will be soon. There's only about 3 places left to convert. If it doesn't happen in our life, it will happen in the life of our eccentric and I think somewhat faithful. We made him the High Almoner and the Chief Cadi, which means that he probably is learning to take his faith a little bit more seriously than we do. You know, we did marry him to a low-born woman, mostly because we personally felt that she would be good for as a mother to his future children, and because she was very healthy and she impressed us personally. I think it's probably strange to most people that we would put our son into a marriage like that. Other people don't really understand where that decision came from. There might even be some conflict later. We'll see. It's very likely that our son will have many wives, and will probably seek more wives out. He might be the first character we have who does that, because he's both eccentric and lusty, which makes me really think he would go and do that. So our daughter here, this is Princess Gulnar bint Yahya. She's lost her husband. She's had 2 boys already. I think we might try to get her a marriage so she can stay in the court. She has been serving as our royal architect and caravan master, and I'd like that to continue. So in order to do that, we need to find her a suitable husband. Let's just say he needs to be... We're basically trying to find a retirement marriage for our daughter. We don't want her to... We don't want to bring a harsh man into her life, though. Not at this point. This guy's lazy. This guy's okay. He's diligent, brave, trusting. Be an excellent knight. His faith is wrong, but we can ask him to convert. Make sure that we matrilineal this. Did that take him off the list? It did not. So let's do this marriage. Where is he from? Well, that's his religion. He is Persian. Interesting. Interesting. We're close enough to Persia to start inviting Persian people into our court. Yeah, let's do it. That seems like a good sort of retirement marriage for her. We even finished our control event action here. Right there. Is there any more of these we need to do right now? It doesn't look like it. No, we don't need to do any more of these. We could help out down here in Cairo, and I think we will. That's more important to having a little bit more military strength right now, is getting Cairo, getting Egypt all settled in under its new leadership. Scandalous priest, the Ashari world was appalled to learn that my vassal Emir Emo has been embezzling money from his followers. I'll condemn him. Don't rob the faithful. You have a religious obligation to do your duty without self-aggrandizement. You should look to my son as a role model, sir. I think that would be good for you. Right, we finished to convert faith as well. So let's go back over here and pick another place. There's only a very small number of these left, thankfully. And these convert faiths are happening pretty fast. Just two. I think we're going to do the one that's already part of our culture. Let's look at the cultural list. There's only 2 more culture things to do too, but they take a long time. So it's very likely at this point we won't see that empire title. We do have to keep in mind that we should be keeping some money around too, because the event doesn't give you the empire title, it simply gives you the power to buy it. Which is important. Waning of the old ways. So the Jomsvikings have been utterly extinguished. They're gone. No more Norse Holy Order. I don't think we even know who they are. Yoms who? Yeah, exactly. We have had absolutely no interaction with the Northerners at all. We've inherited this mosque here in Greece. Now, we were holding a spot open, I think. Let's just check. We were holding a spot open for this when it finishes, right? So we don't want to keep this if it's going to interfere with our ability to hold that fort up in Barcelona. This is probably superior to the mosque we're currently holding, though. And if we're going to hold one mosque, might be this. I think we give this one away. I could put my son in charge of it now that we've established that he is starting to be religiously minded. I think, though, that might take the positions away from him. But this is more like, this makes a lot of sense, right? That we would put him in charge of a mosque. Let's get an alliance with our son and see who we can put in these court positions. So Chief Cadi, we only really want somebody who would be, oh, our other son would do it. Would our other son make a good judge? Doesn't have, it says he would make a good judge. And he is the best person we have available. His learning skill is good and he's generous. Sure. Yeah. He can definitely do that. So he can become the judge. As for High Almoner, yeah, he's good at it too. So is my wife, though. I think we're going to give that position to my wife. So we will pay our wife to do that position. We don't want to give it to a low-born courtier, especially when our niece is so good at it. Sure, we'll have our niece do it. Gives her a reason to stay in the court. So she is Mawash, our new seneschal. She got the mayor trainee trait. That's cute. I like the name of that trait. Her father is our courtier. Her mother is our sister. This gives our son some direct management experience, and it pushes on the idea that he is becoming more faithful. He's actually sort of been, I think, paying attention to the faith that we profess while actually holding it in higher esteem than we do. I also think we're starting to realize that maybe this was a mistake. This alliance, maybe it's just too much for us. Feels sort of like we're going to be asked to do a lot. I'm just going to grant him my troops and leave it alone. Because I don't think the old man is interested in wars, except the ones that further his goals. My spies have informed me about a hunter, so this is a hunter who's making a map of my territory. I can thank him for bringing it to my attention, or I can throw him in the dungeon. I don't think I would throw him in the dungeon. He did the right thing. You know, thinking about doing something that would be criminal is not the same as doing it. And I don't want to discourage people to come to me when people are plotting against me. I don't want them to think that if they do the right thing and come to me, that I'm going to put them in prison. The old caliph. So his heir is his son here, Prince Nuruddin. Now these guys kind of like us, but that's mostly because they don't know that we harbor them ill feelings in the background. They think that we're faithful. And we have been committing wars against them, so they have to have some idea that that might not be perfectly true. 63 years old, 13 years older than us. You know, it really brings into perspective how much longer we might have in life, because I don't think he's going to be around much longer, and I don't think we're going to be around much longer past 13 more years either. And let's attach this and let him handle it. More or less, we're bringing him our very best troops and telling him, decide to use them as you will, so that we can return to thoughts of home and the actual things that we care about developing and working on. Up here in Barcelona, 3 months left there, nothing else we can build, so saving our money is good, and we're just going to continue to do that. Sell trivial titles, of course we're going to do this. We don't consider this to be a problem. These are just like little like positions and court favor ranks. The kind of thing that traditionally all leaders gave out to one degree or another. I have been told that you are offering titles in exchange for gifts. My friend, if you need gold, you should have let me know. Oh, thank you. I do actually always need gold. We have a lot to try to accomplish in a relatively short period of time, and that gold being on hand will really help with that. Now, there isn't much down here we can do right now. If we look, stuff is going, we're getting close to household soldiers, 5 years, we'll probably see it before we die. We might want to then just finish royal prerogative to get rid of it. I don't know that we would go to High Crown Authority, but, you know, having it on hand is not a bad idea. Over here, we can see the last of our early medieval Banis is sort of working itself out on its own. Give us another accolade, which would be interesting. Where are we on our goals here? So we are 6 years away from the cultural conversion and 3 years away from finishing the second to last faith conversion. The faith conversions will happen first. Once that's finished, we will come down here and convert the faith in the northern point in Africa. So this is Emir Metar. He's brought us generous gifts, and he has sworn, he has reassured us that he supports us as we had always hoped. This is the Emirate of Cairo, so he is the newest vassal, actually. So Cairo has thrown itself in fully with the future inside the Umayyad kingdom, which will someday be the Umayyad Empire. Technically, I think the world sees us as an empire already, even if we don't hold the title, simply because it doesn't make a lot of sense that we wouldn't be an empire. So we will accept this because our troops are with him already anyway, and just continue to let him decide how they're used. We have now taken up Vic here. Vic only has one building slot. Would we actually use this as a hunting reserve? I think we might. What is its development actually at? 8. 8 is pretty low. We could be using this as a hunting reserve for a long time. I think we're going to put hunting grounds in. Saying goodbye, there is a deep hole in my heart. Rashid was a constant companion and confidant, and to have him ripped away from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. My hand clasps a note he gave me, the last note he will ever give me, I realize bitterly. I try to read it, but all I can do is move it away from my face, that the precious words contained within it are not washed away by my tears. Though there is a crowd of mourners around me, I have never felt so alone. So this was my best friend. He's our cousin. He held a mosque here. The mosque is now in the hands of his son, who is definitely not of the age to properly maintain a mosque. It looks like he just died. He had a stroke. He was infirm. He wasn't eating well anymore. Goodbye, my friend. I will never forget this day. So this is probably the best option. We're not going to push through. We don't want ongoing heartache for 30 years. It's just not a good thing. We just have to push through and hope we don't end up being melancholic, but if we are, that's just how it is, you know? Sometimes things hurt a person more than we expect them to, but we found some level of catharsis, so only some stress. Why are we suddenly less able to... Oh, because we were in a stewardship agreement with him. Of our current friends, who do I think is most likely to become our best friend? Our half-brother. Interesting. We could swear an oath of friendship with our half-brother. I think that's what we're going to do. He's a much younger man. You know, it'd be nice to get a different perspective on our father, especially since we've had such hard time coming to terms with the way he treated us in our last years. We can't synergize friendship right away, because we just synergized the previous friendship. It means temporarily, at least, I think we're going to have to ask our wife to help us manage our domains. Which isn't great, because it hurts us universally, because she's a very, very strong advisor. Thinking of that, since his wife is lowborn, he may actually get himself a vizier. Someone who's more capable than she is at actually running the state. We'll see how he ends up feeling when the time actually comes, though. Another war. Yeah, he can continue to use our troops to run his war until he doesn't need them anymore, really. I think we've actually... Nope. There's... Yep. I believe we've actually built... Oh no, there's still one more spot here. And because we are city builders, we'll definitely build a city. That's good. What is this? Armor. Not actual armor, though. It's actually a shield. Shield is a wall hanging, right? Is it a small wall hanging? I've never actually made a shield. He's very confident. I like the idea of making a shield. Let's do it. I'd love to make a shield, since I've never made one before, and we have money on hand. And it might be something nice to add to the court, you know? Something to invest a bit of our money in, since we have a lot, and not as many things suspended on us as we once did. Unlock another stewardship perk, which gives us divided attention. So that thing about needing our wife to do this for us literally ended immediately afterwards. Thank goodness, because assist ruler is much better for us with her. He's just so much better at assist ruler. He's won this war now. Good for him. We seem to have captured some people in his siege. Look at our prison here. This is... I think we're just going to let her go. We will have to convert, though. That reminds me, we should check our court for conversions as well. We haven't done that in a really, really long time. Inspiration, considered opinion. My armorer, Majulf, updates me on his progress, droning on about the limits of tongs and bellows, as my mind reels with bold ideas for my shield. Forging may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in where my money is spent. My background gives me some unique insights. Okay. I think this is the best shot. Your ideas work well. Thank goodness. Very nice. So just looking at my courtiers here, we want to look for people who are not... We brought this guy here thinking we were going to convert him. I hope he accepts. If he doesn't, we could have problems. Our sister-in-law can convert as well. Can convert as well. This Christian courtier definitely should convert. So he refused conversion. That's fine. Someone to impress. Do we want the Sultan to be our friend? Is that in our interests? It probably is. If we want a permanent relationship with the Safarid Empire, we probably should arrange a marriage with his son. And this is Salahadin's newest child. Interesting. I didn't even know he had a new child. Well, welcome to the family. How old is this boy? 5, I think? The new child is the right decision for this binding. Just to push the relationship to the next generation, I think. My son's daughter can marry his son. My mother has died. Do we have another person to put in his court? Not my mother. My father's ex-wife, kind of my stepmother, but kind of not, has died, leaving the position of court musician open. I don't know that we need to replace it. We're certainly not going to pay for it. But if we have someone who's average and in the family, we don't. So we have got nobody who would do a good job at this. Let's look at our court grandeur right now. So we are strongly above 10. I do kind of want to move this up, though, because I would like to have the disease resistance. We're going to move this up because we can afford to pay for it right now. We should also look at our tax collectors. Do we have any better tax collectors available? This guy is excellent, but everybody else is just good. He's an old man. We don't want to put him in there. No, this is fine. Our tax collectors are doing their jobs. There's no reason to reject any of them. I wonder if he's going to be able to manage these wars. Our marshal earns respect. That's very good for him. Our marshal is helping out in Egypt right now, because we're trying to... basically trying to enforce our dominance in Egypt. We still have truce, of course. but that's going to be for a while. Scheme at court. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He is certain my vassal, Wali Bashir, is scheming against my brother, Jamil. I think we throw him in jail. He is a barony level. So he holds a republic. He's a mayor. That's what a Wali is anyway. We knew that already. We could ransom him. I think we're going to ransom him because we don't actually know what he was going to do. But he does need to understand that there are consequences for those kinds of actions. Inspiration. Fickle Philip. I bump into a very grave-looking Majilf, my armorer, hoping that he doesn't bring ill news of the splendid shield he should have soon ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts. He laughs nervously. I need some inspiration, mighty Sultan. Might you have some prior examples I could examine? I know what you need. So this is... basically we take him on a hunt. Let's take him to the armory. Let's let him look at our stuff. We're not going to let him break anything. Are you kidding me? You're just having a look, man. You're not breaking my stuff. I'm trying to get new stuff. Okay? Our grandson can get married. This is the son of our daughter, the oldest son of our daughter. This young woman, very skilled. We could also marry him somebody who's very skilled. All right. There you go. Grandson. Our brother is also unmarried. We could try to marry him to someone who's very skilled as well. Like he could marry that Margaret girl. This Abbasid. Maybe. Sure. We should probably lash out, even though we don't really want to cause these people trouble, but we also don't have much choice. Simply because we need to burn stress down and we don't have a lot of choices. Anger is always going to be a problem for us. We can't avoid it. You know, there is another way that we could get rid of some of this stress. We go on a hunt. So Emir Maurice's hunt, eh? He is one of our formerly Christian vassals. It's a very interesting choice. We could go there, and then on our way home, we could visit Rome and the Vatican and Genoa. Some interesting Christian sites for us to contemplate. We could even come all the way up here to what I believe has to be the capital of Burgundy. Let's join the hunt. It is the capital of Burgundy. Very good. Even in our old age, we're still going out and hunting. We're still being active. We're still trying to get stuff done without too much of a rush. So this is our grandson, of course. This is Hashim II. He wants to be compassionate. The other choices are arrogant, callous. We're not arrogant or callous. We're just. The most just trait amongst these is compassionate, so I think we would push him towards compassion. How is he turning out? So he is, again, he's trying to be a steward. Temperate helps him with that, but compassion doesn't hurt him. Makes him a better diplomat, though. Makes him more well-liked, which is good. Let's investigate. Of course we investigate. A derelict ship survivor. Alright, so we found this guy. He is an Ashari, and he is a civilian. He can definitely join us in our travels. Absolutely, you can come along. Our best friend and brother can marry. So first of all, are we ready to send it? No, of course we're not, because it's next year. You, I would like a more prestigious marriage for. I'm going to help you get the most prestigious marriage I can for you. Bataleas. I think that's pretty good for you. I think you marrying her would not be a bad choice. When she's older, you know? I think it would actually be a good choice. I think there's lots to be gained from that. So, that's good. Excellent. Oh, hunt is about to start. Like, we're just getting there on time, I think. No, 5 months away. Alright, we don't have to worry about that. A secret exposed. So, our vassal and cousin has accused my cousin Amira of having an extramarital affair. His wife, right? No? Oh yeah, one of his secondary wives. Literally her. Allah will judge these sinners. Absolutely. Absolutely, Allah will judge these sinners. Now, if we look at her, she hasn't committed a crime. the scandal. She is apparently pregnant with this, my half-brother, the mercenary captain's child. Okay. Well, you know, people live lives, right? They live lives. After all this time, his wife is dead, who I would not let him divorce. She died in her sleep, which means it was probably fine, right? Yeah. People die in their sleep. I don't know if they usually die that young in their sleep, but they do. So there's no reason to accuse him. I think he's going to lose this war. I don't know about that one, though. The reports we keep getting are not good on the account of war victory, that's for sure. Our cousin might make an alliance with us. This here, put this here, put this here. Look at our shield. So we have the Umayyad shield. This is a court artifact. It is prestige, renown, and court grandeur. It is magnificent. So let's see where it goes. It is a small wall ornament. Nice. That's really cool. I like how it looks on the wall with the with the Umayyad house shield on it. I wish I had another one. I might just get another shield if another one comes up. That's pretty cool. I actually find that to be really exciting. I haven't seen shields. They just added them recently. Like, I mean, I knew they existed and I've seen them in other people's games, but I've never actually seen one myself. An adventurer? And he's a master adventurer too. Yeah, let's send the adventurer out as well. Why not, right? We have money on hand. We probably should look at investing in the subdomains, though. We can increase this, which we will. Can't wait till we can start changing these places to our culture and making them better. Slim pickings. Alright. So we are hunting for a hare. That's fine. You know, this is mostly just for the exercise, to get out, to feel good about life. She, my niece, is supposed to marry this boy who's in prison. Yeah. Tell me when he's not in prison, okay? When he's not in prison, the marriage can happen. That's how it works. Talk later. We're hunting. We're not here for spreading rumors. We're here to hunt, okay? I know you don't take it seriously because it's just a hare. It's just a hare. Got away. That's okay. We had a good time. You know, we got out. We got on our horses. We had a good ride. I think it's really good that we did it. I feel good about the decision to go out there and get that done. I want something truly unique. Animal skull, hide, or skin. We do have those. Material you can't find here. Tapestry or artwork. I don't want a tapestry or artwork. I would love something truly unique. Sure, let's do that. Let's tell him to do something truly unique. I mean, he is a master, right? He should be able to succeed at something interesting, right? We are not at home, so we can't do whatever event that was signaling. But we're going to leave the hunt, and we're going to make our trip along the coast by land to visit some Christian sites. Thank you for the gift. They're always appreciated. So what is this? This is the county here. We'll go down and go to the most holy of Christian sites. Dangerous interests. Every morning since we reached Vaticano, my Alma Muram leaves his litter and silently glides away from my sight. This time I decided to follow his path and find him in a lively chat with Bishop Bernardo. The ceremony begins, and the light of candles illuminates Bernardo while shadows play against the walls like autumn leaves. Muram, I call after the service. What are you doing? My liege, it has just occurred to me that there may be more than one truth. There's room for calm debate here. Stresses me out. Get mad at him. Stresses me out to broaden my horizon. No, I think we're going to use the better part of our nature, and we're going to calmly convince him that he's already following the right faith. Good. Visit the capital of the papacy. Very nice. And the Colosseum. The great city of Roma. Gained a learning perk. At a distance, the city of Roma is a forest of towers and a maze of stone-like buildings. As we approach, the scenery shifts. Ruins of monuments, walls, and ancient churches coexist with farms and grazing animals. Pilgrims seem to be everywhere, bartering, conversing, queuing to shrines and tombs of the city saints. Mansions and of forgotten aristocrats now serve as hostels for the faithful. My daughter and caravan leader, Gulnar, glances at me thoughtfully. Father, we could spend some time here and study the customs. I will not waste my time in this place. It is a great opportunity for some learned conversation. This is really interesting to me. We only get good results from this. There's a 50% chance we just straight gain 2 diplomacy. We're going to do this. And we got the 2 diplomacy. Very good. Nothing wrong with 2 diplomacy. The procession has ground to a halt, a stone's throw away from Roma. I look over at my courtier, Madia, dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have gathered around here. Madia looks up as I approach. My lord, there is an ant patch here. Fine. We'll find another route. It's okay. Okay, I understand. I have some weird beliefs too. We could grab pedagogy. That would help our grandson. We could also head over here to anatomical studies, just to help us live a little bit longer. We're not that faithful. Planned cultivation is really good. I think we're going to go with pedagogy though, because I think that serves our grandson the best. And that is the main focus of these years of our life, is what we're doing in the background, which is training our son's son to be a good ruler. Health-wise, we're feeling fine, which is good. You know? It's good. The afternoon is quickly advancing into nightfall as we enter the local farms estates of Vaticano. The estate owner, Roberto, warmly greets us and promises to host a lavish feast for us. So this is the one where the guy hosts us a feast, then he asks us to pay for it afterward. This kind of feels right. I'm not sure this would make us angry as much. I think this is what we do. I think we're like, are you kidding me? Trying to make me pay for what you offered in good faith? No. You should pay a fine to me, sir. What you ask is unjust. Our sister died. A lot of stress, but not unexpected. Gained a martial lifestyle perk, which gets us Overseer. Which is good, because we did want to get Overseer. We never have to return here now. Another nice little thing. It also gained us 2 points of stewardship, which is just not bad at all. Like, there's no arguing. We're very stewardshipy. We're a very good steward. We run the domain extremely well. How is this? He's still in prison. Of course he is. Pretty sure that'll just go through on its own if we don't inspire us to change in direction. This guy, whose name I'm not even going to try right now, is in good health. I bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, he took a wrong turn somewhere, and he is now near Tabol. He has enough funds to make it to Eastern Europe, as he planned, but suggests that with some additional funding, he can chase the local remove. You know, it is the life of an adventurer. Yeah, I'm going to trust the Grandmaster Adventurer, for sure. I'm going to trust him to make the right decision. He will now take the Alliance. I don't want to buy all these titles, but I think I am going to usurp this. He does like me a bit better. Let's give it to this guy. This, make sure it's the right one. Give that to you. There you are. Very nice. Now I have been wondering about this. Do I not have this? I thought I had this. Do I not control the main duchy? Oh, I do. So why don't I have... I can't believe I overlooked getting this. I haven't had this the whole time. I can't hold 2 of these, right? Yeah, it doesn't tell me that I have too many, right? No. Everything's fine. I don't know why I haven't been holding that the whole time. I should have been holding that forever ago. Yeah, we're not going to trip this guy up. We're going to forget all this foolishness and join me. He's actually... a good night. So let's take that forbid off, put it on allow. I guess it doesn't reset till we get home. Is that why it's showing it? Well, we'll force them anyway. Oh, it's because they're out. It's because they're out of battle. They're out at war. That's why it won't reset. We do want to just do another vassal check for, not vassal, courtier check for conversion targets. Could you please? Thank you. I can demand your conversion. You're going to like the consistency of it, sir. You're going to like the consistency of it. I guarantee it. It's going to improve your life. And who else do we have in here? You are not useful, so you can go. Got no use for you, but we will demand your conversion. I've got no use for you, but we will demand your conversion. Yes, I am a bit intolerant, even towards other similar Sunni faiths. I am forcing a lot of conversions on people who probably have similar enough beliefs that I could let it go, but I don't let things go. On our way, okay, so we could do the low delicacy. We could try for the stress down. Let's do it. Ah, good meal. Very nice. All those prisoners are released, and we're almost home. We're actually getting really close. Well, not really. We're still way up here. These wars are taking forever. Poetry people, I would like to make an attempt. Ah, yes, that's really cool. So our decision to travel up through here through, let me see. Yeah, up through the Catalan territory has made us a poet. I love it. We are now a poet. We're an extraordinarily learned and well-spoken man. I almost feel like we're in our dotage, but we're doing great. We have a great son who's learning the way of managing people and money through holding a mosque for us. Nature's architects. I receive a message from my adventurer who has been in the crisp lands of the taiga forest. I've spent some time while surrounded by the finest company a journeyman can ask for, a colony of beavers. With this courier, I sent you a book of sketches of the structures they use to catch fish in the waters. Oh, to be a semi-aquatic rodent. I am certain, at least, Gunnar could learn a thing or two from an animal as clever as her. So if I give this to her, she gains 2 stewardship and becomes the owner of palaces of beavers. Neat. I can keep it for myself and just rob the stewardship experience. I think we take the selfish choice here and gain the stewardship lifestyle experience. Because that finishes architect up for us. And then we get to decide what we're going to do. Wali Yaqub's friendship, he still has a certain... So he wants to become our friend. He's no longer at our throat. Currently he is... So he's not quite a rival. So this takes him out of the rival territory. Let's do that. I accept that as a good way to handle things, to get out of it. Do we want to do anything else here? I don't think we're going to go into diplomacy. We've already finished Overseer because of the things we picked up in our journeys. So I think maybe we hit up learning. We take the small health boost just for a small chance to live a little bit longer. Maybe we try to hit Iron Constitution and then do Scholar. I think that might be a good plan. Maybe we do Scholar. Oh, he's been defeated in one of the 2 wars. What's this? This is a... crown. We don't need a crown. We've got a perfectly good crown. Actually, we have an excellent crown. I think we're gonna break this, but instead, oh no, you know what we're gonna do? Of course we are. We had our read of it, so we'll give it to her now that we've had our read of it, right? We had a good look at it, and then we'll take his recommendation. That's perfect. That's way better than just breaking it. Now she can learn from the book too. I mean, she doesn't get the stewardship, but that's just how things go. Sounds like a deal to me. So we are going to have a shooting contest, a bet, with our daughter and Caravan Master. You know what? Let's do it. We won. This was fun. We did it. We got a lucky rabbit's paw. Bully for you, gentle mooing and the scent of manure aren't all Al-Kharas's hillside pasture lands offer the traveler. There's also screaming farmhands, stentorian bellowing, and an escaped bull on the road before us. The behemoth charges to and fro in great distress until it fixes on a victim, Jamil, atop his panicking steed. There is an open gate to hold the beast behind. One of us just need the courage to lure it in. So we do not get maimed. We just automatically become a bullfighter. Which is pretty cool, to be fair. And it drives our stress down. Yeah, we're doing this. Bullfighter it is. So we bravely convinced the bull to follow us into the pen. I'm glad that that was partially a learning test, because I don't think we would have passed that if it had been if it had been prowess alone. We're not that much prowess. The metal man. So this guy's stuck in his armor. Do I need him? He's bad. Consider the armor gone for a price. We'll help him out, you know. But we expect something in return. Oh, thank Allah I can go inside. Lure of Vendetta. We have a new caliph. The hole my kinsman Bashir's death has left in my heart remains clawed open every time I think of his foul killer and the justice that remains to be served. Day after day, the cruel logic of vengeance dominates my thinking. I don't want to do I, though? Do I want to just open this up? Do I just want to begin the truth? The problem is I'm just, and I don't... This isn't just. Hunting a whole house. I mean, the thing is, though, it is just, isn't it? I see that this is stressing us out because of how big a choice it is, but in reality, this wouldn't just be about this one murder. This would be about their families attempted to wipe us off the face of the earth. I think we're going to do a house feud with the Abbasid Empire. And with that, with the feud beginning, we're going to bring this episode to an end. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me the next time that we are here. The next time we're here with Sultan Youkhanna ibn Abid al-Rahman of Al-Andalus. We should soon see this tick through. Well, not soon, but soon enough. We will unify the faith. We're going to be able to take better control over our African holdings. And we've got good money on hand for when things finally turn out as we need them to. All right. Goodbye for now.